Welcome to the Sales and Sales Excellence podcast series. Welcome to the Sales and Sales Excellence series of the On Point podcast. It's the second series in what we do. We focus on areas that we specialize in. Sales and sales excellence is certainly one, and it will expand to other areas of business development and other areas of performance, team management and leadership, even though there are other series in the podcast that will concentrate on some of those disciplines more. But this series will focus on the sales element, and it'll be great to get some involvement, to get some engagement, and hopefully you will find that the techniques and tactics and theories that we discuss will work. Because we don't just discuss theories here at On Point Publishing. We don't just put them into print. We don't just make theories available to people. We utilize the theories and overlay that with reality and the experience that we've had, the experiences that people of the team have had. And that is what really makes the difference. Because so often you come to look at a theory, or you read a theory, you buy a book and it's full of theories, and you think, that's great. I can see how that can work. I can see how that can benefit me, especially in sales in this instance, or to get additional sales for the company or business that I'm a part of or that I run. But theories, when mixed with reality, so often don't work. Now, that is difficult to predict. It's hard to integrate the reality into every theory that is published, but we'll always approach our material from that element of reality, and we'll either discuss it, debate it, or we'll put those matters into print. So at least then when you're reading what may just start off as being theories from us and our author profiles, you'll hopefully go through a process of being able to open your mind to allow yourself to be flexible of seeing how that theory will work with your reality. Now, that might involve case studies that are listed, that might involve experiences that are listed, but also something that is very difficult for us to explain in just a few words is that many of our books are written in a certain way to layer the information, to elaborate the points that we need to make. So you'll hopefully read the material, and even if it might just take a few days to settle in, you'll start to feel how you can implement it in different ways based on the different layerings that we've put into the actual written context of that material. So it's all a little bit scientific. We don't want to bore you with that. We just rather service you with that. But it's just a point to say that we come from these angles, which is a little bit different from the main. And hopefully you will find some benefit, and we'll look forward to meeting more of you. What we think is also important to mention is that some episodes of this podcast might come from what we call clippings on the cutting room floor. That's because the whole essence of this podcast, the idea started from doing various media productions with various partners, some small, some large. And what didn't make the final cuts or edits was at risk of being deleted. So we vouched for some of those clips to put them into what is now, or what are now, podcast episodes. And it might be that some of them aren't quite as glossy or as polished as others, but we feel that the material is still relevant. So we'd rather get it out there, hopefully use it as a way to meet more of you, and hopefully use it as a way to get some discussion points going. But what has already now started with a total of 7 series with the On Point podcast is that we're getting more into the flow of discussing either some of the same elements or similar, or new elements altogether, and we're doing that afresh. So use those clippings and those cuttings, if you like, as starters for 10, and hopefully you'll get more involved with us as time goes on with other episodes for other material that is much fresher. So keep in touch, as again we do these podcasts and we integrate social media to meet people. That's the benefit of what we do. Otherwise we're just proofreading and copywriting or editing or checking text behind the scenes. Well, some of us are very introverted. In fact, everybody has a mix of introversion and extroversion, but some people prefer just to be completely introverted. I have quite an even keel. That is why I seem to get pushed to do a lot of the media things. But equally, I and everybody else enjoy seeing people engage with what we do. And the whole purpose of social media is to help people, to meet people and to help people. So 2 reasons there, if you like, but those are, the essence of the values is to help people. And if we can build relationships along the way, then that's perfect. So you'll find us on all of the main social media channels. LinkedIn, in particular, we have a good group. It's only a small group, but it'll be great to get more integration there, especially as we move into these non-fiction areas and business topics. But Threads, Blue Sky, we've still got a presence on X, and of course Spotify, YouTube for these podcast episodes, and we will have some exclusive sets on Patreon, which is where we can't put that material into the open domain in its own right, and Patreon just gives us a little bit more control, but it is available to you if you would like to find us there. So On Point Publishing, the On Point podcast. Hopefully you'll keep listening. Hopefully we'll get to meet more of you, and we'll certainly look forward to chatting soon. Bye-bye.